Hi guys and welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be analyzing three stocks, Apple, eBay and First Solar. Please subscribe to our channel if you want us to keep releasing technical analysis and price predictions for free. Also like our videos and leave a comment. Let's start our analysis with the First Solar on a weekly basis, which means every candle is a weekly one. As you can see here, the price has been enveloped inside two triangular moving average. What is really interesting about the current chart is that First Solar seems to be moving in a very oscillator way. In other words, we recognize three perfect waves. So what we should be expecting over the next weeks. As you all know, once the price hit the lower or the upper band, we should be we should be expecting a retrace, or to be more precise, a counter trend movement. In other words, if the price is moving along the upper band and once the price hit the upper band, from there we should be expecting a retrace. For example, if we would have sell short here around 66 US dollar, after a few weeks we could have closed our sell short at 35 US dollar. So as you can see here, the price, to come to the current scenario, has crossed above the upper band, and when that happens, it means that we are actually in that 5% of data going out from the standard, from the 2-pair standard deviation. Okay, so also here we see an increase in terms of amplitude, which means the difference between the high and the low has been increased if compared with the previous candle. So from here we should be expecting a retrace. So where we might see First Solar over the next weeks? Definitely the very first area from where we could see also a rebound is 50 US dollar as a round number. Again, since we see the price even gone beyond the upper band, we should be expecting a retrace. Also, we could see some movement up. Every movement up, it will be for us a great opportunity to sell short First Solar. Again, very first target around 50 US dollar over the next weeks. Now let's move on and let's analyze Apple. About Apple, I've been quite clear in one of my previous YouTube videos. I've been stating that considering the high volatility and considering that the price has been crossing above the upper band, we should have been expecting a strong retrace till at least 80 US dollar. When I said this, when I published the video, actually Apple was quoting around between 120 and 130 US dollar. So what is happening right now is that we have experienced an engulfing bearish pattern, okay, with a long black candle, which is, to be honest, more a doji, engulfing the previous two candles, okay, this long white candle and this other doji. Still, we are outside the upper band. So let's see what happened when we've experienced in the past a movement up or a movement crossing above the upper band. So let's move on and let's get back in the time. What happened in 2018 is that once the price crossed above the upper band and the price for Apple per share was 55 US dollar, then we have experienced a huge movement downwards till 36 US dollar. Roughly 25% of the value has been lost in really few weeks, which means, to be more precise, 2 months. Okay, so 8 weeks. So what we should be expecting, and actually that happened even here. So what we should be expecting over the next weeks? The price went parabolic from 55 US dollar. We have run up till, or Apple has run up till 140 US dollar. So very first target will be 80 US dollar. Why 80 US dollar? Is because here we see actually the previous all-time high. Okay, so what I do believe is that Apple has gone really too far in time and, most importantly, in space. So we should be expecting 80 US dollar. From there, I do believe we're going through a movement up a new run up, and then we will need to evaluate volumes and the price action again. Now, what happened here in terms of volumes? Here was March 2020, so it was the apex of the coronavirus. This is a clear example of point of control, POC, which means a huge increase in volumes if compared with the previous ones. From here, as you can see, also the price has hit the lower band, and again we have resumed the long-term uptrend. So is the uptrend over, or isn't over yet? This we cannot say right now. We need to see how Apple will be moving once hitting the $80 threshold, which I do believe is going to hit over the next weeks, and then we will need to evaluate the volumes. Okay, so now what we see here in terms of volumes is that with the new all-time high, we have experienced an increase in terms of volumes. We also had the stock split, okay, but this is another thing, okay, which is not considered in terms of mere technical analysis. So from here, actually, we have a point of control in association with the bearish pattern. So I do believe we're going to continue with the downtrend over the next weeks. Also, considering the Nasdaq market, so for the high-tech companies, for the high-tech American companies, we are inside a retrace movement, okay, from what I consider it could be the all-time high for the main tech index of the world. Let's move on and let's analyze eBay. What we have experienced here again is that the price went far beyond the upper band, which is a strong signal for us to revert our position. So for those one who were long, it is time, or it should be time, to close their longs and to reverse their position. So I do believe that we are going to hit at least this area, $44. We are right now hitting $48.83 as of 18th of September 2020. I do believe we are going to hit the $40 from here. Actually, we had the previous horizontal resistance, which is right now an horizontal support. Also, as you can see here, if we switch to the Apple chart, it seems that it was so vertical that we need really a movement down. Also, very important scenario here, when we experience a long black candle breaking and most importantly going back inside the upper band, we should, or we believe that the downtrend movement in this case will be keeping going down. Okay, so we'll go down again. Here we have a lack in terms of volumes, so then I would say that in terms of volumes, eBay is a quite different chart if compared with Apple and First Solar. So we still have space till at this area. Then we will need to evaluate the new volumes coming in place and the new price action. Keep in mind that here around $40 we can project the lower band passing by. So $40 seems to be right now a very strong area from where we could trigger along for eBay. Thank you guys.